Hello? 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 Is this thing on? Oh my gosh, this thing's on. Alright, oh my gosh. This actually works. Good morning! Ohayo gozaimasu! I woke up 14 minutes ago. I set my alarm for 9 a.m. and it didn't go off. I messed up my alarm. I woke up at 10 and I went, oh no. I had to figure out how to get the stream actually connected in this time. And the water's not on in our apartment, so I have oatmeal in a mug with cold water. Good morning, Juno. Good morning, Noreen. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see. One more thing I gotta do. Let me switch this song. Hey, there we go. Okay. All right. How is the audio balance? I'm looking at it myself. Maybe the song's a bit too loud. Maybe I'm a bit too quiet, but that's my fault. All right. Is this thing still on? Yeah, it's still on. Where should I be looking? I guess I can look here. That's kind of small. Good morning, Hazel. Hazel just saw me run into the kitchen and be like, I don't have time for there to not be oatmeal. Well, actually, I did heat up the water. It's just the water was in our water heater last night too. That was good. That's fun. All right. Good morning. This proves something about like my endurance or something, maybe. The fact that I'm able to actually get out of bed and get here in 15 minutes. I feel like I'm very attached to the cause or something. Oh. How's everyone doing? Stream health? Oh, I don't like this. Stream health is excellent. Did you know? What'd y'all eat for breakfast? Is your apartment water on? I deserve to be listening to music too. Maybe I can set that up for myself. Sleep broadcast is kind of right for this clear late winter day. Yeah, it's clear outside, which I like. It wasn't clear outside yesterday. That was gray. I said, like, I'm really proud of March for just coming out and being like, I'm going to give you nothing today. I'm just gonna be just gray and bleak. It's okay to still be in bed. That's clearly where I still wanted to be. It's kind of sad because I was joking, like, oh, I finally feel rested, you know? And I think that had nothing to do with when I went to bed, because that was 12:30 again. I think that was completely because I slept in until 10. Rice and natto. I'm Googling natto. I don't actually know specifically what that is. Oh, yeah, the gooey. Soybeans. That's exciting. Is this oatmeal ready yet? That's not bad. Yeah. March has given people the middle finger in countless ways this month. It's been a very brutal month. Lisa had a bunny die, And my dog died at my dad's house. Like, that only happens once in a dog's lifetime. That wasn't fun. That was not fun at all. I am a stranger to the genre of ASMR. I won't do it no matter how much I end up being good at it. I'm giving myself this background music. This is from Mario Odyssey. It is very special and good. I've put it in my ear now. Oh. It looks like I can see a little chat preview of the I can see the latency and when it shows up for you guys in the little preview thing I see, but then I also see the chat as it comes up. So and I know both the latency and I'm prepared. Nope. It sure could have been an anime character, but nope. That was her bunny. She had a bunch of bunnies though. That bunny's boyfriend died like a year and a half ago, and she liked the boyfriend better. But I'm sure he was loved too. He specifically was not their favorite bunny though, so he kind of outlived the more preferred bunny. Yeah, usually all of like my death sequences happen in the fall, where like 3 grandparents die or whatever. But March is also a killer. This is when my first dog died 4 years ago, like mid-March. It's like this kind of spring cleaning of the mortality before spring. I don't really know what that's all about. It's like we've almost, imagine if you were like, I don't know, like surviving the whole winter. Say this is like a earlier society. You're surviving the whole winter with your people. It's very hard to survive the winter, and then you make it to March and you're like, all right, I am going to pass away. I am not interested in seeing April. It's exactly what the Ides of March, they came in and they just beat the shit out of all of us. And on that note, I noted as a topic, it's been a year of coronavirus. I don't know. I was just like, what do I want to talk about? And I'm like, I think I want to talk about, it's been a year since coronavirus, because I haven't made many videos or anything, so I thought I would put a little audio recording out there, just like, oh, it's been a year since this all started happening. It's been a very strange time, like, looking back. We're pre-registered for vaccines, which means that we might get them earlier or something. I will leave March. Yeah. Flip off March too, with a nice leaving of this earth. Yeah, I guess we've got some kind of setup. I've got some kind of setup to get my vaccine as early as I can or something, which is great. So I kind of had this gut feeling of like, I think coronavirus is going to be ending kind of soon. Yeah, it was March 13th was when I went home from college. That was when I packed up my dorm, or when I figured out I was going to have to pack up my dorm. I sent Hazel home. I left on the 14th. Very, very long time ago. Very, very eerie. Yeah. I've been thinking, I've been very nostalgic for when everything was like really novel. Oh my gosh. How are you, when are you actually scheduled? If it's possible tomorrow, do you have an appointment? You've begun your phase. I think my phase starts a month from now. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I miss when it was like new. And everyone's teachers were like, oh, what are you doing? Like, it was Japanese class and it would be like, what do you do in your room? Or it would be like, show us a cute toy from your room, kudasai. It was like, what are you doing for fun? And I felt like it was some kind of slumber party because everyone was like, Animal Crossing. We're playing Animal Crossing. Yeah. Oh my god, you came back from spring break. That's awful. Liz was on the plane going back to Connecticut, going back to California, and she thought they were gonna like come back. We didn't know that she wasn't gonna come back. But I think she said she was going on the plane, like, I don't know if I am going to come back. And then it was while she was traveling, they announced, like, no, please stay home. We're not gonna have a semester. Oh, great. Oh, that's so helpful. I could pretend that someone here is, I could pretend someone here is high risk. Yeah, we've definitely gone insane. We're nostalgic for early pandemic. We've lived too long. This has been too much. It's not what humans are supposed to do. Ugh. What kind of things did I not do because I rolled out of bed and did this? I could have brushed my hair. I could have washed my face. I can still do that before class, though. Oh, I'm not even going to do anything in class. That's awesome. I forgot about that. I'm just watching presentations. I'm just going to fucking play video games in class. I'm going to play Fire Emblem in class. That's a big change for me. I've gone back to playing Fire Emblem. God. Oh, yeah. I was actually thinking last night, I was thinking last night, I'm like, God, we were joking, we were the Target, and we were like, we were just like, people are gonna start being nostalgic for COVID summer, and being like, you weren't a real one if you weren't there for COVID summer. What were you, 2 in 2020? When I was having COVID summer, I was eating ice cream from Haji's on the porch with Juno, and talking about Dungeons and Dragons, and, playing randomizer Zelda, and going out in the park but trying to hide from my neighbors. Good news for you two. You're graduating. COVID Gen 1ers. Please don't let there be generations of COVID. When COVID Gen 2 comes out, I will complain constantly about the difference. We don't. Jeez. We don't even talk about it anymore. When COVID first came out, it was a phenomenon. You couldn't not talk about it. It was all that anybody wanted to talk to you about in work, or school, or at the grocery store. Now we just live indoors. Now we live in a mole society. Underground. No more oats. Yeah. The thing about the fall is that it stopped feeling like lockdown, and everyone who I went to school with made it very clear, like, nobody remembered that it was coronavirus anymore. At that point, I think everybody who was doing work just kind of agreed, like, we're not gonna, like, we're all gonna pretend that this isn't happening. Yeah, come on, Bushy Road. Don't let us think about our dreams when nobody gets to go outside. Yeah, I mean, it's been a really good, I've wandered into an extremely good sequence of seasons with anime. I wasn't expecting Nijigasaki at all, but, Year Camp Season 2 I was expecting. And then the Zombieland Saga Season 2 is starting, like, next month or something. Like, it's absurdly good. I don't know what happened. This is, like, the best. I don't know. I guess I'm glad that, like, nothing was airing when coronavirus started, because that probably would have been a lot more emotionally marred. It would have been rough if there was something that I was watching and I was like, oh, this reminds me of being on campus, and then they sent me home and I was like, but the final episode reminds me of going back home. Oh my gosh. Oh, Zombieland Saga Season 1? Oh my gosh, when is the last time that you watched it? I think that this will be a good time for you. We tried to get Zombieland Saga merch. We tried to drive through New York to get it because there was a merch distributor, and we drove for like 2 hours through the wilderness, which was extremely fun. And then we didn't quite realize that their COVID hours were like a half hour earlier than we thought they were or something like that, so we did not make it. But when we got off our exit, we rolled into a Trump town with Trump signs like I had never seen before. And there was a Blue Lives Matter flag with 2 additional stripes of color, like they're trying to collect colors of Chaos Emeralds or something to open a chaos portal to racism. It was the scariest town ever, and I just really hope that the anime distributor wasn't, like, in that town. It was so haunting. I hated it. So we turned around and drove back without stopping anywhere. We just drove back. But it just reminds me of that because, like, they had Zombieland Saga rubbers. They had so many rubber straps in their warehouse. They had like 20 different sets of Aqua rubber straps. I definitely got their name from like Anime Boston or something. And they had so much merch, and we wanted to just go and pick up anime merch. But we drove through the scariest Trump town ever. I'll never quite remember that. I mean, I'll never quite forget that. It's quite interesting having these 3 people here today, specifically you 3. It's like we're all graduating. Everyone here who's in college is about to graduate in like 2 months. Like 2 months, and then we're gonna work, like Noreen. Like this is an interesting moment that's been captured here. It's like I don't know. I can tell things are going to be very different for me soon. Even if I do go to like graduate school, I can just kind of tell things aren't going to be the same once I'm no longer in the undergraduate bubble. I can just kind of feel that. Wow. Yeah, I guess season 1 would have ended like right before 2019. Welcome to capitalism. We're gonna work. I do have a great craving to just like work, but I think that craving will go away at some point into the infinite grind of my life and work. Yeah, how is that going? I remember you talking about that last summer. You had some very specific plans for graduate school. I can imagine. My one worry is that I know very well that I could tell my teaching assistants at UMass did not do very much. I liked them, and I think that they probably wrote interesting research papers, but when they were in class helping, they did not do very much. Maybe it really was just paper correcting and behind the scenes stuff, by which I mean paper correcting. But they did not seem very involved, and I do kind of worry about that. It's just impossible to not get burnt out during coronavirus. I get burned out once a month. Yeah, biomedical engineering seems extremely burnouty. I just can't. Like, I know so many people closely who went through it for 4 years. I just don't. I couldn't go further with it. I mean, I could if it was needed, but it just seems like you have to do so much work to enter such a competitive field. So it's like not even a guarantee that there's going to be a payoff. Not to be like negative about a field that I'm not in, but that's just my read. Yeah, it just seems it's always going to be hard, and there's not always a guarantee that you're going to get into what you want to get into. If I've had any tell of that. Oh heck yeah! That's lasted so long now. That's really good. I think having a connection at a company is the end point in my mind. Yeah, if I would love to see you get paid full time. It'd be so nice for you to have money. That's interesting. That I think I've gotten kind of similar advice. That's really like heartening. It makes me happy if just like a graduate degree in general can do that, because I do sometimes wonder like, what are you doing with a Japanese master's degree if you don't have a specific plan? Like the amount of people who I've seen graduate from this program who are like, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I'm like, why did you get a Japanese master's degree? You better speak the language or work with Japan or do something. Otherwise, I can't fathom any transferable like skills or It is very worrying. Like, I just can't. I don't know. I guess I don't have the experience to make anything like well articulated, but it just seems very funny to like learn a language and then like culture surrounding and like the literature of a country, and then not use that because you're not going to be asked any of that in America unless you're specifically doing something connected to Japan. Like, it's very easy for countries to forget about each other unless they're specifically trying to remember each other in this day and age. Ba, 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 ba. Anybody playing any video games? I designated time for nerd time. Nerd talk. I've been playing video games. I've been playing tactical role-playing games. It was not what I expected, but I do love them. Oh my god. Doom. Is this Doom Eternal from last year? Is this the one that came out on Animal Crossing Day? Doom. We've been seeing you playing the occasional squid. You've been playing it so like consistently compared to like any other game. Like, I feel like I see you come on for Splatoon so much more often than I have seen you go online for Switch any other time. Oh, okay. Doom 2016. Doom 2016 video game. Oh yeah, this is simply called Doom. Oh, published by Bethesda. Oh my gosh, the first major installment in the series since Doom 3 in 2004? So this is a reboot. Closer to the first two games than the slower survival horror approach of Doom 3. Open-ended level sounds cool. Environmental traversal, character upgrades, and the ability to perform executions, known as, quote, glory kills. Verona. That's Atelier. Atelier Verona. The Alchemist of Arland? Ah, yes. The 11th core Atelier title. Koei Tecmo. Ah! Published by NIS America. Ah! Developed by Gus, published by NIS. Yeah, it does seem like they actually like intentionally rebooted Doom in 2016. Does it feel like a puzzle? Oh, that makes me happy. I keep telling you this, but I really want them to port Metroid Prime to the Switch, because Metroid Prime is, I believe, like an exploration-based game, like a traditional Metroidvania, I think, but it's a first-person shooter. So you're exploring maps and shooting fellows, but also unlocking things to unlock more of the map and make progression in that way, which just sounds so much like when you sound the most engaged about Doom, when you talk about the puzzle-y mechanics. No! That's very comforting. A Food for Dog said that. Different endings are really stressful. One thing, I'm gonna spoil something for you. How long to beat Atelier Verona? I'm trying to see how long of a game this is. Okay, okay. It's, you know, roughly Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Clash, length. It's not terribly long for a JRPG. I think it'll be okay to play it multiple times. That's how I read this when I look at this playtime. Yeah, no, I think you genuinely would like thoroughly enjoy Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime 4 has been coming to the Switch for years. Like, they teased it and then development got restarted because they didn't like what they made, and now it is just like in the abyss. But soon it is coming, like a reboot for the series, or, you know, a long-awaited continuation. So I think you're going to thoroughly enjoy it, and I really hope they give you some way to play a Metroid Prime before then. Yeah, exploring the space. It sounds puzzly combat is very engaging for me. That sounds kind of Zelda-ish. I think you described a lot of like the bosses that are like impossible to beat unless you do them a certain way before. 40 hours! Oh my gosh! Well, I hope that's not discouraging. To me, that's very encouraging. The fact that you've spent that much time and it's taking so long. Like, I understand that probably is a little bit discouraging if you're like feel like you're struggling to figure out your way through like the genre itself. But to me, it just makes me happy that you've like been willing to spend 40 hours on this game so long. I think you're learning not only what's specific to the Atelier games, but also just like things that you would have learned if you were playing Pokemon like 20 years ago. Like, a lot of people, I think, learned how to navigate like text-heavy JRPGs by playing Pokemon when they were young, so it makes sense. But unless I'm wrong, I feel like this is one of your first times playing a, like, you know, like RPG where it's like character growth. What are the main mechanics of this series? Because I'm just saying, I feel like it's not like a... It's not like you're playing it wrong or like it's taking too long because you're bad at it. You just have so much to learn. Like, this is like a studying session you've been doing. Workshop, running errands and adventuring. Time management. Yeah, no, this is pretty deep. There's definitely multiple like mechanical fields. Adventuring, ingredients. This seems really complicated. Right. Yeah, you're learning so much. I'm just glad that you're trying and having fun. Yeah, being careful, that sounds very interesting. But I will say, now that you've spent so much time, I bet you're going to become very comfortable with the game. And once you do get Steam or whatever and see through like your first game playthrough, I bet you're going to play it a few times or play more games in the series or something. So I bet you are going to get multiple endings in your life because this seems to be a comfortable place. Yeah, I've been waiting for you to engage with Samus. You deserve Samus games. It is nice to have Samus, and you like shooting in first person. And I don't know, like I'm not sure how that games in that genre influenced each other, but I do kind of feel like I don't know, there must have been some kind of like Doom influence if like the first two Dooms were more puzzly or like almost exploration based versus like survival horror is kind of how they describe Doom 3. That may have been the larger influence for Metroid, like Prime. They may have wanted to make just like Nintendo Doom 2. Wretched Kong. I'm looking at our Discord. I bought Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle yesterday for like $10 for like an $80 DLC plus game thing. I'm going to spend so much time doing tactics with Mario and a bunch of horrible little creatures I don't know. Yeah, Wikipedia implied that Doom 3 was kind of a departure, and Doom 2016 was based more on 1 and 2. So I wonder if you had a way to play the old ones, I wonder if you would like them a lot more than like Eternal. Yeah! Yeah. I wonder if you would like Breath of the Wild, Noreen. It is a very cool game that is also like collect ingredients, adventure, that kind of thing. And it's comfortable. Yeah, the game itself, I've looked at the Atelier series before, like back when I played a lot of JRPGs, I would see it and be like, ooh, because I like the aesthetic a lot. Oh, that's good then. That's actually, yeah, that's good. But I feel like I imagine it's like a balancing act, survival horror and puzzly combat and that kind of thing. Exploration's my word, but I don't know how much you like exploration. Oh no! The motion in Doom. I wonder if it was the original Doom? Do you know which game? Because that was on like a very old console, I think. It may have been kind of like a graphical thing. Oh, I see. Well, Doom 3 may toe the line a little bit from what Wikipedia said. And what I can imagine, honestly, if I were given that world and that setting and those characters, I would also make a game where I'm being hunted down by scary things and I have to shoot them. Then I wouldn't play it because I'd be too scared. Yeah, I wonder if it was the graphics of the original, because I think that would have been one of the earlier games to be like a fast-paced, like first-person shootery game. A first-person shooter type. This has been pretty fun. I think what am I doing? I think I have therapy next week. Yeah, so I'm not super sure because that'll be a Friday. I don't really know if I want to have 3 things in a row next Friday. So I might do this. I might not do this next Friday, but I really liked the 10 a.m. even when I woke up at 10 a.m. Yeah, I've got a stream if you want to see some of the gameplay. I was doing some weird stuff in it, but if you go to like my Zelda channel, my Zelda playlist probably, you can find a long stream of Breath of the Wild where like 8 or like 7 friends came out. Ah, motion blurring. Maybe that's the culprit. I can't quite picture it. I only know so much about first person. But I think what I might do next time I do this is have people, I don't know, have people send me like prompts or something, like have a topic, or even just have people like maybe instead of that, on one hand I could think of some kind of topic and have people bring prompts or something. On the other hand, I think I might just ask people what video games they're playing. That's actually really fun. You probably were. Like, a lot of my friends were. Like, everybody from Ninfrendo, probably 8 of the Ninfrendos were probably on that stream. That would be so magical. I would have to plan in advance. That would actually be a first for me. This already was a first for me, connecting a stream to YouTube. I had to figure that out 15 minutes ago, more or less. Or no, 50 minutes now. But I had to figure that out. I had to figure out putting chat in a new way. That was different, but I still haven't recorded a call. I think that I could, though. I think I know how to do that. I've just never done it. That would definitely let me put other people's voices in. Yeah, you probably were on that stream. I was shield surfing, which is not the goal of Breath of the Wild, but it is certainly what I like to do in it now. Alright, I think I'm gonna wrap it up in the next couple minutes, because I didn't do anything besides this morning. And I gotta go at least put my face on a camera in 20 minutes. I'm also waiting, I think I had a dream. I had a dream where I thought that I got results. I'm waiting on the results of my interview to see if they accept me to go teach in Japan, which I would do if I was accepted, is where I'm at right now. And I think I'm gonna be accepted, just being confident. I don't know, reading signs, it seems like I did good. It seems like it's something that I could get into, so I think I did it. We were just waiting to see if I did, and if I do, I'm going to Japan in late July, so I've been thinking something like this in the mornings would be a great way to actually bridge my time zone difference with people. If it was their evenings, that would be very, very, very cool to have routinely. No, I've just made a Seiyu radio show with this. I kind of lost my steam. I pretty much just watch Lanju's Seiyu's thing, and then I'll listen to the Layla radio that they have on YouTube right now, where it's just like the voice actresses being like, "What? I can't believe you like chicken nuggets." I pretty much just listen to those two right now, but I do still put them on when I do work, especially Lanju's Seiyu thing. I really like her. I literally was just like, man, I could listen to Lanju talk all day, and then I found a way to. Yeah, I was thinking, I don't super know, but I'm pretty sure my evenings would be your mornings, and vice versa, is what I know about the Japanese time difference. Oh, Japan. Yeah, I want to go to Kyushu. I said I want to go to Saga and Kumamoto and Fukuoka. The real Fukuoka was the friends we made along the way. Oh, I haven't posted it. We haven't like exactly solidified it, but I was thinking about doing a stream tomorrow night with Hazel and Liz if we can on either Splatoon or Animal Crossing or both for like the anniversary of Animal Crossing. So both of you hardcore invited. The original idea was like let's play Splatoon and then anybody can join the turf war, but I think more people have Animal Crossing than Splatoon, so we may do both. That might be what it is. Akihabara. Yeah, Layla in Japan. That is exactly what I'm gunning for. That is exactly what I am hoping to be for a time. I would do good, I think. It'd be lonely though, so I'm very glad that I do this stuff anyhow to keep in touch with people. I'd have my Switch. I would definitely have my Switch. Yeah, it was good being trapped in an apartment with people during coronavirus. I'm definitely okay. I'm definitely okay going back to living on my own after this. If it means I can go outside because coronavirus is over. Great. Yeah, I figured you could do both, I figured. Gino is just in Animal Crossing right now. I still don't know if you would enjoy Splatoon. I would enjoy it if you enjoyed Splatoon. No, we can't get Hodgies together from on the other side of the world. I hope they don't yell at you too loudly. I found they're usually not that mean in New Horizons, but that's mostly just because I know meaner villagers in older games. No, yeah, we cannot get Hodgies together on the other side of the world, but I am not one of those people right now who's like, I'm gonna start my life over in Japan, I'm gonna become a Japanese citizen. Like, it is just hard to get citizenship, and they just don't like foreigners very much, and I just personally am not, I may not have that many connections to this country, but I am just like, I don't want to, like, I obviously want to go and make friends, but I'm just like, I really don't think I can situate myself in another country. Like, I mean, not permanently right now. Like, I luckily, the program I'm applying for is just a year. If they extend it to 2 years, I would consider it, but, I am coming back. I am definitely coming back. I have lots of people who I like to talk to in the American time zones. Alright. Alright. I am gonna wind it on down. And peace on out. Thank you two for hanging out. Peace. Bye. You were lurking, Jasmine. Are you here? Alright. Goodbye. Bye. I'll let you know again if I do it again.